Alright, hey howdy hello there everybody, it's me, the Invisible Gunslinger number one, and I'm making this video to tell you all about what's going to be happening over the course of the next year, because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. I have attempted to make this video multiple times already. I recorded this whole thing about 2 weeks ago, and then a bunch more stuff happened, and now I have to re-record it just because my life is a little bit, fucky right now, where a lot of stuff's going on. And I want you guys to know about this. I don't just want to implement changes or do stuff without first letting you guys know, because I know a lot of you guys have been following me for a very long time, and I want to be as transparent and straightforward with you guys as possible. So, first things first, I have a big list right here of stuff I want to talk about. Personal stuff first, and then I'll get into the big meat of the video, First you gotta get through the bread to get to the meat. So, I have had a lot of personal shit going on in the last, year and a half. The biggest thing, and I think I've made one video talking about this, and only one video talking about this, and it was right when it happened, but around this time last year, my father passed away. It was very sudden. He went downhill over the course of about a week. His liver shut down. It was very, just awful. I don't know if any of you guys have lost a parent. I think maybe a couple of you I know personally have lost a parent. And as you know, it's very disturbing. It's, I don't know, it pushes you to the front of the line now, where it's like, oh, man, there's no buffer anymore, where it's like, even though we're all adults and we know that, we could go at any time, life just feels different after you've lost a parent, or a close one, or a guardian, or someone who's been in your life for longer than you've been alive, you know what I mean? And I've been kind of coming to terms with that over the last year, and getting used to just the emptiness of not having him in my life anymore. And that's been really difficult, and thankfully I've had my mother and my sister to help me get through this, and obviously I've been helping them, and it's a good thing that we're all here together, because about 2 months ago we had to put down my dog. It's just the whole family is shrinking quite a bit, and that dog, Rudy, we'd had him for about 15 years. So from the time I was 11 we've had this dog, or 10. It was a big deal, and it was very sad, but we gave him the respect that I think we owed him, and we were in the room when it happened. So that's been happening, coming to terms with 2 very different losses, and I've been just really busy with this other thing. I graduated from my college. I got my bachelor's in English. As a lot of you probably know, I really like talking and reading and explaining my ideas. I went into English. I've graduated with high honors, super awesome, and then I've been doing substitute teaching, which has been very interesting. Some days are really easy and other days are hell, and it's been okay though. It's been okay. I've been settling into it, and what else do I want to do? So not only just that, I've also been working closely with my college, because when I graduated, they asked me personally if I could come back and work with them on an art and literary journal that they publish every year, and they made me the editor-in-chief. And that was a huge responsibility. We just had the book launch. I had to design the whole book. I had to learn Adobe InDesign and design a 250-page book. I've never used anything like that. Photoshop, the stuff I use for basic thumbnails, doesn't even come close to what the heck I had to do. I worked my ass off in that thing. I put in at least 45 hours into making that book. It just seems like every other day, I would go to the campus after work and work on it from 4 until 10, and it was just madness. But we finally launched it. I'm super proud. Substituting. Oh, I've been streaming a lot, for those of you who don't know. I've been streaming pretty much since August of last year, every weekend, for that whole time, and I haven't missed many days. A couple days I've been sick, or I had to go to a doctor's appointment or something, but for the most part, Saturday and Sunday, for the last, every Saturday and Sunday for the last, what is it now, almost a full year. We're coming up on 10 months or something ridiculous. It's just, I've got so much footage that I need to put up, but I'll get to that point later. And speaking of having to go to the doctors, this is actually kind of the last big thing that's been going on, is I have been diagnosed with sleep apnea, if you can believe it. It's been developing over the course of a couple years, I think. I've been increasingly snoring a lot more. And if you don't know what sleep apnea is, it's basically where your breathing stops when you're asleep. And if it stops a certain amount of times in a night, you're designated to be someone with sleep apnea, and I stop breathing 19 times an hour. And that's really bad because every time I stop breathing, my brain kind of needs to like jostle itself awake and then like kind of settle back in and then jostle itself awake. So I'm not getting like down into the REM sleep, you know, I'm not getting good dreams, I'm not getting good sleep. I could sleep for 9 hours and wake up exhausted. And that's really bad when I have to get up and then go out early in the morning to go substitute teach, and then I come back and then I'm exhausted when I get home, so I just take a nap and then I wake up and it's just a whole vicious cycle. But coming up in like 3 days, I've got another appointment where they're going to order me this sleep mask. It's like an oxygen thing that I have to wear when I'm asleep, and it basically like helps me breathe at night. And that's really good that I've caught this super early in my life, because apparently it can lead to like, you know, higher, increased risk of stroke, heart attack, all this horrible stuff. Sorry, I just bumped the mic right there. I was gesturing with my hands violently about the terrors of strokes and heart attack. But thankfully that should be taken care of soon. But because I am going to hopefully have a lot more energy after the sleep apnea thing, I have decided that I am going to go back to school in the fall of 2019, and I'm going to go in and do the master's program. It's a 2-year program. I'm going to get my master's in English literature, and hopefully after that, I kind of want to be a college professor. Like, this whole kindergarten through 12th grade stuff isn't kind of what I'm liking. So I want to be a college professor. I think that'd be really cool. And because of that, it's going to be quite difficult to balance work and the master's program and YouTube and streaming. And you might be able to tell where this is going. I'm not leaving YouTube, but I kind of need to cut back on something. Something's got to give. And I don't want it to be YouTube, and I don't want it to be work, and I don't want it to be obviously the master's thing, because it's a big important thing in my life and I really want to do it. So I'm going to be doing a shift in my channel. This is a big update that I've been leading up to, and I've been explaining why this is going to happen. And this is something I've never done before, and I really hope this is okay. But even if it's not, this is something I really want to experiment with. So if this isn't your thing and you're just here for watching playthroughs and all that, that's okay. Feel free to voice your like anger or even leave if you want. But this is something I really feel like I need to do. And what it is I want to shift towards doing more reviews, and I want to shift into doing more highly edited videos for a year. For 1 year, I want to take off no streaming, no YouTube video, no like walkthrough, playthrough stuff, nothing. And the reason why I want to do that is because I'm going to be doing the master's program, I'm going to be thinking very analytically about a lot of stuff and writing a lot of papers, and I just will not have the time to sit down and record huge, lengthy walkthroughs. I'm not going to have the energy to do that. I don't think anyway. But again, this is only after summer. I'm going to still keep streaming probably a lot during the summer, but once like August rolls around, like August 15th, I think that's when school starts up again, that for 1 year is going to be my year of reviews. And I really want to do this, and I think it'd be really cool to do my top shelf review and do more like thought-provoking videos, you know? I really think that's what I want to do. But I'm not done yet. I have some projects that I want to do over the summer when I do have a lot of time, because there's no work for me in the summer. There's no substituting jobs, there's no tutoring services, there's nothing I can do over the summer. I mean, unless I want to go work at like Walmart or something, but that would just be so fucking depressing to go do that after I've worked so hard to kind of get to this next level, you know what I mean? And not that I'm, you know, disgracing anybody who works at Walmart. You do what you got to do. But I'm in a position where I have enough saved up where I can take some time during the summer to focus on YouTube, to focus on streaming a lot. And my plan for the summer is that this is going to be me throwing myself into YouTube, recording a lot of projects. I'm going to record probably a walkthrough or a playthrough, or IGP, Invisible Gunslinger playthrough, of Painkiller, that sequel to the Moon, Paradise something. I'm going to just do Deadly Premonition, finally. Like, some things just need to be done. Can we confirm that? Like, it's been years. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I've actually achieved the milestone of 2 million total channel views, and that's a big deal. You know, I started doing this in like, what, 2010, 2011, and it's freaking middle of 2019. This is crazy. So I feel like I need to really reward the fans who've stuck around and stuck with me through thick and thin and give them what they've been asking for years. That's why I did the Half-Life 2 thing. I really want to try to give you guys what you want, but also kind of provide you with something new and put my skills to the test, you know? So here's the kind of breakdown of what I'm thinking everything's going to happen like. So I just finished uploading Half-Life 2. I have a whole playthrough of Resident Evil 4 Professional difficulty, a second playthrough of Resident Evil 4 that I have recorded. It's all up on YouTube right now. It's just privatized. I need to do like the description and all that. So I'm going to put those up. I have currently been rendering and posting, secretly, privately on my YouTube channel, all of my stream videos that I've been doing for the past like 8 months. Like, it's all rendering, like, right now. Like, even as I'm speaking, things are being uploaded onto YouTube, and it's taking forever. But I'm going to try to really make this work, and I found the key. I found the method of doing successful uploads of my stream videos, because previously, what I would do is I would load like a 4-hour long stream into my editing software, and I would just render the whole thing. It would take like 28 hours or something of my computer just thinking and thinking and thinking. But the problem is that my computer's kind of old and kind of like janky and kind of like, ugh, poor thing. I've worked this thing to death. And so occasionally it'll do a hard crash and need to be reset. And the thing about rendering software, or rendering this footage, is that if it gets interrupted at any point before it's completely done, the whole thing is scrapped. It could be an 8-hour render, and if it crashes at 7 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds, it's all lost. There's no like, oh, well, I got most of it, you know. By the way, I think I hit the mic again. I'm gesturing too much with my hands. I'm so pumped up about all this stuff I'm going to do over the summer, and I hope you are too, because I know some people haven't been able to see what's going on with my streams, because there's some people who are just like, oh, you know, it's not at a good time, or I'm working that time, or just the website doesn't load, or I don't like Twitch, I want to stay on YouTube, and that's fine. I've just been trying to get all this stuff amassed. So, I'm going to post streaming videos for a long time. Like, I don't even know how many. I've probably got like, God, like 80 hours of stream footage to post. And it's really funny because on YouTube, it seems like I'm not posting a lot of stuff. It seems like this last year, I haven't been recording like hardly at all. But ironically, because I've been on the stream schedule, I think this has been a complete renaissance era for me. I have played more games in a wider variety of settings and with people there and commentary and all this stuff. And it's been just wonderful. And I think that after the summer, you'll be ready for a little bit of a break from all of my walkthroughs. And I think the reviews are going to go well, because I have this like top shelf system. I don't know if you guys remember my Just Cause review, but people did really, people had a really good reaction to that. And maybe not just reviews, maybe I want to talk about, stuff going on, stuff in the news with the whole video game stuff. Or maybe I want to do a movie review. Would anybody care to hear my opinions on, like, I don't know, some really maybe contemporary movies, stuff maybe you don't know if it's good or not? Like, I probably wouldn't review The Thing, because everyone knows The Thing is pretty good for, like, body horror stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to review newer stuff, not necessarily stuff from, like, 93 or something. Like, did you know that I really think Donkey Kong Country is, like, top tier? I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to try to keep things at least in the last 10 years. I'm not going to do anything older than that. And even then, like, if something's older than 10 years, you probably know whether or not it's good. Anyway, or maybe you just want to hear my opinion. Maybe it doesn't matter if you're using it as like a buying system. Maybe I'll just say, screw it, these are the games I want to talk about. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, the basic breakdown of this is just that August 15th. August 15th is what I'm leading up to. I'm going to be building to a crescendo, and on August 15th, things will slow down. I don't know how many reviews I'm going to pump out. I don't know how busy I'm going to get with the Master's program. I've heard it's not super mega ultra difficult, but I just don't know. I don't know, because the Master's programs the Master classes are 3 days a week, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. No, they're like 8:40, so basically like 9 o'clock. And then the homework and all this stuff, and it's just, and then I'm also going to be working, so I'm going to probably have a lot of free time just on campus where I'm waiting. Like, I'll get off work at maybe like 2:30, get over to the campus at 3, and then I have to wait for like 2 hours every single time. So during that 2 hours where I can't do any video or like, you know, video production or recording, obviously, I might take that time to write a script, write a review, get my thoughts out, and then get home and do some basic video editing instead of having to get really amped up for all this voice recording. I don't know. I think this is something pretty exciting. So that's my little update. Is just that I've been dealing with a lot, and I know you guys know that, and you guys have been very supportive, especially the people who have been following me on Twitch. Like, this whole like streaming thing has been the most fun I've had in years on YouTube. Like, except for maybe like when I was at the height of my popularity, arguably when I was doing I Want to Be the Boshi, that was like new crazy stuff was happening every day. But this has been a really good year, and I wanna share all this with you guys, particularly those of you guys on YouTube who maybe haven't gotten to see any of this stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the whole breakdown. Is Resident Evil 4 Pro, then start posting all my stream videos, and then while that is getting posted during the summer, record like Painkiller or the sequel. Is it From Paradise? I forget what the frick the sequel to the Moon is, or whatever. And I'll just have fun with it, and I'll do these projects that I've been promising forever, and I'll just get them done over the summer. I'll get them posted over the summer, and then after that, review, bang. Hopefully, maybe we might see a really positive response to that kind of stuff. I think that'd be really cool, because, you know, it's a little shameful for me to admit this, but I would prefer, or I would like for this hobby to maybe have a little bit more to it, you know, where maybe it's like a little bit more fun to do it, where it's like, oh, when I post a video, I get, you know, a lot of people talking about like this or that. I don't know. I don't want too much. I'm not trying to get like greedy, like, man, I need 200,000 subscribers by October. I'm out of here. It's like, maybe I've been stuck around 2,000 subscribers for like 4 years. So it would be nice to have a little tiny bump. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe this is me doing a monkey's paw wish, where I'm like, I wish I was more popular, and then like I get a stalker and people kill me, and then they're like, haha, you're real popular now, popular with the worms. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm gonna try. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, and this is something bold that I want to try. And I know that even if this isn't your guys' cup of tea, you'll be there waiting for the whole year to finish up and me to get back to the regular broadcast. This is just an experiment. If all of this goes to shit, and if my reviews don't go anywhere, or maybe I only get like 4 done in the whole year, or something, and it's just a total flop, I will never do anything like this again. That's my solemn oath. If this is a complete and utter just blast, waste, crater of a year, I'll never do it again. But it's something I feel like I need to at least try, you know? Anyway, I've rambled on far too long, just in general, not just in this video, but you know me. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go. Got a lot of work to do, got a lot of planning to do, got a lot of proactivity stuff to do, and I got a good feeling about it. I'm not trying to jinx myself, but I think I can do this. I hope so. And I hope you'll be there with me, and I think it'll be entertaining no matter what happens. Good, bad, or ugly, it'll be interesting. So, anyway, everybody, I've been the Invisible Gunslinger #1, and I will continue to be no matter what happens. So, please join me on this fantastical and strange journey that we'll be taking, and I'll do my best. Do my best. So, anyway, ta-ta for now. See you very soon, and stay beautiful out there. Bye, everybody.